Así es, estamos de regreso con más de The Witcher 3. Estamos en esta zona que se llama... ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama acá? Déjenme ver en el mapa. Viñedo Castel Ravelo. Y hay que ir a hablar acá. Un leñador. Así que déjenme ver. Si nos movemos con la sardina. ¿Dónde carajo se quedó ese caballo? Ok, acá está adentro. Vamos a movernos acá. Y ir a preguntarle a ver de qué se trata esta. Es una misión secundaria, ni siquiera es un contrato de brujo, es misión secundaria. Así que vamos a ver en qué le podemos ayudar a este tipo. Está por acá. Ok, es por aquí. Perfecto. Vamos a ver. ¿Dónde está? Acá es. ¿Cuál lady? ¿De qué está hablando?
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog Moholt to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynxcrag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. Stay with me a bit longer.
Oh, wow. Parece que sí es verdad. Déjeme ver.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
Ok, vamos a ver esto en el suelo.
Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
Ok, déjeme ver. Tal vez alguna otra por acá atrás.
Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
Ok, de una vez hablar con él.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hand, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
Vamos a ver. Vea el risco del lince. Ok, no queda tan largo. No sé si será aquello de allá que vemos arriba de la cabeza de él. Algo que podría ser meditar. Estoy harto de que sea de noche. Bueno. Ok. Vamos bien.
A hut. The witches.
Usa los sentidos para explorar cabaña. Ok, vamos a ver.
Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around. A wall of spell enhancements. Or trophies. Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one. Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've guessed from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Oh, wow. La pantera, exacto.
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the Witch of Lynx Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
Ok, vamos a ver.
The Lady's Night. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
Ok, vamos a ver. Yo puedo romper la maldición. Rompe la maldición o si no. Interesante. Interesante. Vamos a ver qué pasa si elijo esta opción.
Refuse to help me, and I'll make you regret it. And force you to.
Do you know what really makes my blood boil? Bluster, threats, especially beneath my own roof.
Wouldn't need to use either if you'd cooperate.
How would I do that, given you will soon be dead?
Wow. ¿Hay que luchar con ella? ¿O no? Oh, parece que sí. Un 1 contra 1. Primero vamos a acabar con esta pantera. ¿Por rápido?
You have bested me. Tradition ordains I must grant you 3 wishes, it seems.
Wow.
You know exactly why I'm here.
Very well. I will help you. Albeit I pity the lass not at all. I shall do what I can to break the curse that imprisons her soul in the tree.
De acuerdo, ¿por qué tengo que confiar en ti?
Why should I trust you?
A word once given, I always keep. Now be gone. Leave me be. I can tend to the rest alone.
Remember the deal we made.
I have given you my word. I will keep it. Adieu.
Más le vale. Si no, vamos a regresar. Volver al árbol sangrante. Ok, déjeme ver. Probarme todo esto. Aquí no hay ningún marcador ni nada, así que necesito regresar a caballo. ¿Dónde está? Oh, carajos. Carajos, no. No. Oh. Ok. Pensé que me iba a morir ahí. ¿Dónde está la sardina? ¿Dónde está? Acá. Ok. Ahora de una vez lo que va a hacer es transicionar. Probablemente dure unos segundos, pero no importa. Va a transicionar una vez esté cerca de ese árbol.
Damn, you're ugly.
Para ver qué pasa entonces. Así que bueno, espérenme ahí, vuelvo enseguida. Ok, muy bien, estamos cerca ya. Vamos a ver qué pasó con este árbol.
Damn it, where the hell's Jacob? Wouldn't abandon the tree of his own free will. Need to find him.
Carajo. ¿Y ahora? El lobo, sí, esas son las huellas de él y del lobo, ¿no? Usa tus sentidos para encontrar las huellas. Pues acá están, sí.
Fresh blood and clear, deep prints. Looks like Jacob fled, chased by his dog.
Seguir los rastros. Aquí está, vamos a ver. Oh, se lo comió.
Hold. Where's your mat? Damn it.
Hay que matarlo entonces. Fue rápido.
Check on Jacob.
También el cuerpo del leñador.
Damn it. Witch freed the ghost from the tree, as promised. Failed to add the spectered be insane, full of pain and rage. Possessed the first living creature it ran into. The dog. Dog then killed Jacob. Farewell, chivalrous woodsman. Sorry it ended this way.
Oh.
Life's rarely like a fairy tale. Still, folk have gotta have faith. Believe in something.
Algo me dice que si hubiéramos elegido no luchar con la bruja, esto hubiera terminado mejor. Déjame ver si esto... Exacto. Ok. 7 puntos de experiencia. No íbamos a ganar prácticamente nada de experiencia haciendo esa misión. sí que sí, probablemente hubiera sido más larga porque quizás hubiéramos tenido que encontrar otras formas de cómo levantar la maldición y el tipo no se hubiera muerto. Tal vez hubiera sido un poco más seguro. Pero bueno, creo que no me va a importar mucho esta misión. Así que vamos a irnos de acá. Y, si no me equivoco, lo único que queda abierto es volver a esta misión principal de pasar el trance. Así que vamos a comenzar a movernos hacia ese punto. Y tengo que buscar primero es un lugar donde moverme rápido. Así que vamos a hacer eso. Voy entonces a transicionar una vez esté en ese sitio para empezar de vuelta con esa misión principal y ver entonces qué pasa con esta historia dentro de el ducado de... oh carajo, el ducado de Tucson. Así que bueno, cualquier cosa, espérenme ahí y vuelvo enseguida. Ok, muy bien. Estamos en esta zona de cementerio. Y entonces, por fin, después de no sé cuántos videos, ya vamos a empezar a regresar con la historia principal. Estamos muchísimo más nivel de lo que se requiere en esta misión. Casi son como 8, 9 puntos. Así que bueno, vamos a empezar.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Ok. Buscar otra forma de entrar. Probablemente sea... aquella. Carajos. No puede ser. Son un montón de estas. Ok. A ver, aquí parece que hay otro monstruo de algo. ¿Pues abajo? Ok, creo que es hora de investigar. Oh, tal vez por acá era. No sé si irme por aquí. Ajá. Creo que sí, voy a irme por acá. Vean esto.
Kicking wars. That victuals aplenty around here.
Ok, por lo menos tenemos un buen nivel como para acabar con ella rápido. Ok, muy bien. Vámonos de aquí. Vamos a continuar. Podemos irnos por aquí o por acá. Cualquiera de los dos da igual. Ok, déjeme ver qué hay acá. Un kit de reparación. Aquí arriba no hay nada. Sí. Es esto. Sí, pensaba que esa caja tenía algo, pero parece que no tiene nada.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Oh, no puede ser. A ver eso. Esa es otra cosa que se me ha olvidado. Y eso es un pergamino o algo, ¿no? Juramento de caballero. Déjeme leer esto. Ramón de Guichón. Entregué mi corazón, mi alma y mi cuerpo al oficio caballeresco y deseo ser recordado como un caballero. La espada que defendió mi honor y a mis amigos y a mi corazón. La espada que me fue más cercana que mi hermano. La espada que nunca se marchó con la sangre de un hombre inocente. Que descanse sobre esta piedra por toda la eternidad. Bueno, no. No por toda la eternidad porque ya me la llevé yo. Es más, esta espada que habíamos obtenido la vez pasada no se puede usar. Inclusive, vamos a ver. Déjeme ver. Rayos. Esta era la espada que teníamos antes de plata. A mí, es la espada que obtuvimos antes en una de las misiones donde tuvimos que acabar con un... ¿qué era? Ni siquiera recuerdo el nombre. El último monstruo que acabamos. Y esta... ok. Casus... ¿Cuál fue la que obtuvimos? ¿Fue esta? ¿O fue la...? Se supone que era esta, ¿no? Así que todavía me falta un poco para poder utilizar la espada que obtuvimos la vez anterior. Déjame ver qué es esto. Ok, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlef's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Detlef? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. Like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Ok, muy bien. Después de todo eso, conversación bastante larga. Mierguis. Pasar el trance. Muy bien, creo que este video se ha hecho bastante largo ya. Así que voy a dejarlas acá y en la próxima. Entonces continuamos con más de The Witcher 3 y con esta misión principal. Así que bueno, es que no se diga más. Nos vemos hasta la próxima.